Okay, good morning, namaste. Today we are going to solve some representative questions related to subject-verb agreement, which is also called the concord in grammar. Subject-verb agreement means the subject should go with the verb appropriately. It means when the subject is singular and the verb should be singular. So this is called the subject-verb agreement. So let's start the questions from number A. The datum on the table very significant. So which one is correct here? Where, are, is or have. So datum is, as since datum is singular subject, it takes is, and the plural form of datum is data, right? This is the singular, and this one datum is the data is the plural and datum is the singular. Let's come to number 2. No news good news. No news. News superficially it looks plural, but actually it is the singular subject, because when we say mathematics, economics, linguistics, such kinds of subject come under the singular subject. That's why it takes is. So no news is good news. Now similarly there is. Now not only the students but also their instructor being called to the principal's room. In this case, not only the students. This is the plural subject, but this one is the instructor is the singular subject. So in this case, the verb agrees with the nearest subject, which is called the proximity principle. Proximity principle means the verb matches with nearest noun. That's why the nearest noun or the nearest subject is the instructor. That's why it takes has been called to the principal's room. Now the seizures blood. What kind of subject is seizures? Seizures is the plural subject. As for example, trousers, shorts, pants, right? Because it has two parts. That's why such kind of subjects come under the plural subject. That's why the scissors takes are. Therefore, there will be are. 10 pounds or reasonable price for this computer. So, what kind of subject is this? 10 pounds means you can look here. Amounts from singular subjects. That's why this is the amount and it refers to the singular subject. That's why this such kind of subject takes that seems. Now the poor is also the plural subject. That's why it takes now the memoranda. If we talk about memoranda, then this is the plural form. And the singular form of memoranda is memorandum. Memorandum is the singular subject, but memoranda is the plural subject. That's why it takes where. Now let's come to number 8. The Prime Minister and Chancellor of TU attending the meeting today. Now what kind of subject is this? The Prime Minister and the Chancellor. This both person, the Prime Minister and the Chancellor, refer to the same person. That's why it is the singular subject. That's why it takes is. TU is attending the meeting today. Now look at this number I. The poet and the singer. The poet is different person and the singer is the different person. There are two persons. One person is the poet and the another person is the singer. That's why it is plural. And because it is plural, it takes R. Now, there is difference between number H and number I. This subject is singular, but this subject, the poet and the singer, this is the plural subject. Now, let's look at the last number, J. A few of them got A plus. Now, has or have or was or is. Look at the rule. Both, some of, most of, two of, three of, many of, few of. Such kinds of subjects are always plural. That's why a few of them got A plus. Got A plus. This much for today. Thank you for watching this video. Namaste.